I am Chantel Hayden with the Nocturnal, and today we are joined by Cedric, the iconic Cedric the Entertainer. Cedric, thank you for joining me. How are you feeling today?
Feeling pretty great. How you doing?
I'm good. All right, well, let's jump right in. I want to talk about the eighth and final season of The Neighborhood. It is the longest running comedy on CBS, and it's been a staple for years. And now you're wrapping up its eighth and final season. So, looking back, what do you feel the show got right that made it resonate with audiences for so long?
No, I think this show was able to tap into the humor of the commonality of people, right? It started off with a premise that was especially at that time was this idea of gentrification that our black neighborhoods were being starting to be taken back over by people that are moving in, raising the housing prices, bringing the greater goods and services once the white families move in. So here comes the
Mhm.
Whole Foods, here comes the Starbucks, here comes all these cool things that
Yeah,
wouldn't be there normal wise. And yet through the process, where it seemed like that was going to be all adversarial, through these seasons, we showed in a very slow way, through process, through learning, through trial, push and pulling, that people can actually come to know each other, come to understand each other, and then actually become friends. And so that's what I really loved about what the show did right. We showed the family in a real way, opportunity of showing kids growing how they grow differently. I remember we used to have so much issue about my oldest son not working, right, or not being able to land a job, and people, why you gotta be broke and why? And I was like, hey, I got that in my real life. Like, kid,
yeah,
it doesn't come together magically because you went to college, like, and
right.
and you think like, oh, I got my life planned out. Like, it doesn't happen like that. And sometimes
Yeah.
you are an adult and you got to keep grinding it out until it starts to show up. And of course, we're landed in a really good place now. He bought his own house. I love all that. I love the fact
Yeah.
that it's time to tell a real story.
Yeah, sometimes kids they just need a little extra push.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to talk about your return to Broadway. This will be your return to Broadway since 2008, I believe,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
And it's a revival of August Wilson's, Joe Turner's Come and Gone alongside Taraji P. Henson, who will be playing your wife in this. I want to know what drew you back to the stage after all these years.
Like for me, I guess on being on a sitcom for 8 seasons, and realizing like, you can kind of get typecast or seen as this kind of, affable TV dad character, that, people will only kind of cast you as and expect you to play. I wanted to be able to, I've been doing little small pops on the silver screen in movies, but I
Mm,
wanted to be able to kind of really place myself in a space where people would want to cast me in serious roles and see me outside of myself. So Broadway is where people go to get down. Like they know if you over here
very
doing it,
true.
you serious. So
Yeah.
so it was a great opportunity. I ran into Debbie Allen. We got to talking about it. Who's directing it?
Yes.
And that's going to be legendary. And so and then with Taraji jump coming on board as well, this made for an easy call for me. I was like, yeah, I'm ready. This is what I want. Since I'm wrapping up the TV show, I want to do something like this.
It's been over 20 years actually since Johnson's Family Vacation. And I don't know if you know, but it's been getting a revival across social media, especially on TikTok.
No, I didn't
A
know.
lot of people have been doing like when you were playing the mechanic and you were doing the
Oh, no, yeah,
the
the
little
Uncle Phil
dance.
show. Yeah.
And and a lot of people have been like playing out the scene of like the iconic hot tub scene, which is so damn funny. I cry laughing every time. What is it like seeing a movie you made 2 decades ago becoming now a meme and a comfort watch across Gen Z?
I think that's what's really great about the technology in these times right now is that you have the opportunity for people who didn't even know something exists to be exposed to it and then find a love for it. So I find that pretty interesting. Even with my kids, like they'll be watching Fresh Prince, old Martin, and they'd be laughing. You'd be like, "Oh, that was our stuff. Y'all just not
Yeah.
picking up, right?" So, and I love that with Johnson Family. Matter of fact, that led to the idea of us really getting serious about doing a second one, like even after 20 years, because of this interest in it, the studios and everybody got excited about, hey man, maybe we should try to do it again. So, tell a more updated modern story. So I love that, and I'm a big fan. That was one of the first movies I produced, and starred in as, so as a star. And so really excited because I had, when people respond to that movie, I had my hands all over it. Like, I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
do this and let's raise the water like that. And I want to sneak through the lobby like this. And all these things were being a big part of, how the movie got made and the story that was told.
Yeah, I definitely think it was a movie that was ahead of its time. I know at the time it came out, it got some mixed reviews, but honestly, it's a movie that I always go back to. It's
Yeah.
definitely a comfort movie. So thank you for that. Thank you for giving us that. But I'm excited to see, you on Broadway and everything that you have coming next.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And
so thank you.
I'll
Oh,
just shout out my partnership with Prilosec OCT. That's one of the, one thing that's coming up soon, because of my barbecue brand with Anthony. I want
mhm.
to partner with this, with Prilosec. And this is a campaign that people will see that'll be coming up about, where it's the one pill a day, solves heartburn issues. And this is something that is going to be part of like us doing this celebratory with the brand of barbecue and getting out and being family and celebrating. We want people to make sure the holidays coming up, Thanksgiving, all this eating you're gonna do, make sure that you got all
You
your
got
head
it.
ass down.
Yeah.
Get your
All
life
right. One
right.
pill a day keeps the heartburn away. All
That's
right.
right.
All right.